And on this episode of Hysterical Expectations, we have this from Screen Rant. Transformers' new 2024 movie has 1.9 billion expectations thanks to its actors' parent history. $1.9 billion is what they're expecting to make in the box office. Can you imagine? The franchise has been dead since Shia LaBeouf left. It's been, not just dead though, it's been irrelevant. And after you got rid of him for some unbeknownst reason, we had Age of Extinction that actually had a subplot of why Mark Wahlberg's underage daughter was legally able to date someone over the age of 18. I'm not shitting you. Look up the movie of Age of Extinction. There is a scene where Mark Wahlberg questions his daughter's boyfriend and says it's illegal for you to date her. So he pulls out his laminated legal card explaining the Romeo and Juliet laws. This is Transformers. This is the best way to tell the world that we secretly want to fuck kids, by putting a subplot where an adult can legally have sex with a child. But I digress. That is again a plot point in a Transformers movie. We didn't deal with those with the Shia LaBeouf movies. We dealt with him trying to get a job, him feeling inadequate, him having problems with his girlfriend or expectations with his parents and all these little things like that though. But at its core, it was this man saving the world with his awesome car. And they were silly, they were fun, but they were great movies. And those movies will definitely withstand the test of time more than the Haley Steinfeld one, where I'm pretty sure she tried to have sex with Bumblebee in that movie, or the Mark Wahlberg 2 movies that absolutely sucked. And why are these expectations so high? Because reportedly, Chris Hemsworth and Scarlett Johansson are in this movie. How did you get these two for this movie? So you're already spending a hell of a lot of money on the CGI of this movie, and now you're adding a quote-unquote A-list actor and actress for this movie? Name recognizable people in a franchise that has gone downhill since Shia LaBeouf was, I think, killed off? I don't think, did they ever explain that? Because when Optimus Prime wakes up, he screams, "No, Sam," and then we never got a resolution on that. So, I don't know, did Sam Witwicky die in this franchise, or did they just write him off randomly somehow? Either way, very low expectations for this movie. $1.9 billion. Because these two were in Avengers Age of Ultron, Infinity War, and Endgame, which are all movies that grossed well over $1 billion. Is that how it works right now? Is Chris Hemsworth record-breaking money these days? Is Scarlett Johansson record-breaking box office records these days? No, I will say they certainly are not, though. When they're the Avengers, absolutely they are, because everyone loves them. But when Chris Hemsworth's by himself, I don't know about that one, man. So now you have these high expectations in a franchise that has done absolutely nothing for well over a decade, when the last movie that they made absolutely bombed in the box office. Now you're going in a new direction. I imagine they're just going to reboot the entire franchise at this point, though, because honestly, what's left to do? And of course it's called Transformers 1, so I guess, okay, we're going to go back to the beginning. There's no chance this movie's making $1.9 billion. Furiosa ain't going to make anywhere near that, and that has Chris Hemsworth as the co-lead with Anna Taylor-Joy. That ain't going anywhere. Scarlett Johansson, I don't even know what she's up to these days. Oh, I think actually she's doing Jurassic Park, I think. They're making 3 more Jurassic Park movies with Scarlett Johansson leading this franchise? That just seems like a really big waste of money. The last Jurassic Park movie was not good. The one before that was certainly not good. Jurassic World wasn't a bad movie, but I would say the other 2 afterwards were absolute garbage. So after making 2 garbage movies, you're going to reboot the franchise and think that the new people working on it are going to do any better? That's a lot of money you're spending on Scarlett Johansson for a flop, and obviously it's not her fault the movie's gonna do bad. It's just that I honestly don't trust the writers of Jurassic Park these days. But back to Transformers, I don't trust the writers of Transformers these days either. How do you do absolutely everything wrong after the 3rd one? 2 Mark Wahlberg ones, a Haley Steinfeld one, and I don't even know who the hell the actors are in the last one they did, but that wasn't good at all. And Transformers is such an easy franchise to do. It's just, you had a TV show that was great. You had some movies that were pretty good. You have some comics. Just do that. Just do that. It's such a simple franchise to do. But no. Hollywood thinks again they know better than everyone else. They're going to grab these two actors and pay them a ton of money. They're going to CGI the hell out of this movie. It's going to be, I think, in the realm of probably $200 million for the budget. I don't know. That's a big ask. Especially, again, a franchise that has done nothing in over a decade. You can't go into a movie with that high expectations and think that you're going to get $1.9 billion. No. Especially when mainstream movies these days are doing nothing right. When the franchises that we all grew up are just absolutely dying to woke ideologies and DEI. But what do you guys think about that? You think Transformers 1 is actually going to be a profitable franchise? Or do you think it's just going to fall into the pit of really, really garbage movies like everything else these days? Let me know what you think about that.